A pleasant evening to all as we come to you for match number 2 of this Saturday double header. This time around, it is Philippine Army FC and Adamson University squaring off and seeking their first point or points in their Group C campaign as they are seeking a spot in the quarter finals. And we're glad to have you on board right here for your Copa Paulino Alcantara action. This is Clara Manzano on call for this match, and you are catching this on the Facebook and YouTube pages of the Philippines Football League. Paki-like, share at subscribe at maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. And we take a look at the starting lineups for our squads as we are nearing pre-match ceremonies already. Philippine Army still with the 4-4-2. No changes in that aspect, but they did have to swap out Jalsor Soriano. He is ineligible to play in this game as he picked up 2 yellow cards last match and was given a red. So it will be the center back tandem of Reynan Doromal and Chai Villaseñor, another experienced player himself. And then Besite will be the man in the center of the park for them. Technical Sergeant Pugi Margarce is their playing coach. Tama po yan. Congrats ulit, Coach, sa inyong promotion. Adamson University, on the other hand, they are also using this for their UAAP preparations, and they got Darton Diga as their coach. He just suited up actually for them in the UAAP last season, which ended in about June, and plenty of familiar faces in this squad of theirs, so they can bank on that with their familiarity. They are intact, so let's see how they could carry on that process in hopes of course, improving on last UAAP performance of theirs. We will get to it later on, and it will be up to the likes of Buena Obra and RJ Buena Obra and Ivan Francisco to lead the way in their defense so they could move forward in confidence. And when we talk about the format right here, dito sa Copa Paulino Alcantara, may 3 groups po tayo. Group A, Group B, at Group C. Yung top 2 kada group ang mag-advance at ang dalawang best third placers, parang wildcard positions po yun, ang makaka-advance din sa quarters at semis na double-legged. Afterwards, there will be the finals, which will be a lone match, winner take all. And the quest right here for Philippine Army FC and the Adamson Soaring Falcons will continue right here.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Nice one, shot.
Let us welcome the teams of Philippine Army FC and Adamson University.
We're glad to have you once more with us for Copa Paulino Alcantara action. And there we are getting through the toss coin Samuel Mendoza ay ang ating referee. Chris Mark Nanyola at Brian Buergo ay ang ating linesman in charge sa offside. Si KB Nanyola ay ang fourth official. Si Dennis Estaniel ay ang referee assessor at si Joseph Hensaya ay ang ating match commissioner. So si Ricardo Besite pa rin ang team captain dito sa Philippine Army FC at RJ Buenaobra, isang veterano ng Adamson sa UAAP, ay ang kanilang team captain. So, two teams and the referees completing their respective huddles, and you got to love the atmosphere at the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium. And closing in at kickoff. And earlier today, we did have Loyola FC take a 6-1 victory over Gareli United FC. Jose Montelibano led the way with 3 goals, while his rival back in the college days, now turned teammate in, that's correct, his rival from college turned teammate in Rupert Banyo gave 1 goal, while Isaac Ano, the man from Ivory Coast, turned in 2 goals. As a result, Jose Montelibano is now the leader in the Golden Boot race this tournament with 4 goals. Unfortunately, the lone goal of Gareli was not enough. At ayan daw, sabi ni Corazon, shoutout sa gwapong goalkeeper ng Philippine Army, si John Kent De La Riarte. Yan mismo ang nilagay niya sa comments. So, let's see if it will be another good week for the De La Riarte family. We'll get to that later. We are off. Philippine Army FC on the attack. They are playing from left to right. They are in their green uniforms. To add, they are in their black shorts. Yung Adamson naman ay naka sky blue, dumidepensa. Ago Ariola, the pro player. Don't you forget, Army do have civilian players. May mga PFL at former UFL players sila. It's up for grabs in the middle. Adamson, as always, bringing in their pep squad, giving us a UAAP atmosphere. That is their mother league after all. Ito ang pre-season nila, ang Copa Paulino Alcantara, dahil open tournament po ito. The Copa, of course, gives a chance for collegiate and amateur clubs to square off with the Philippines Football League giants. Ang mga kasama ng Army at Adamson, or joining them in Group C, are the PFL clubs in Stallion Laguna FC and Mendiola FC 1991. There is also Davao Aguilas and Tuloy FC. Let's see if Davao, a name that has returned, will also join the PFL one day. Adamson pressuring, making life difficult for Army. No goals yet for Adamson this Copa campaign. So they will try to change that. Who will lift them up? Nasa kaliwa naman, kay Kasing. Binigay kay Aranyas. Throw in para sa Adamson. Aranyas, a player to look out for with his speed and shiftiness on the wing. And that is what he has been able to display to us last UAAP season. Great ball by Ago Ariola. Playing Gatinao. Gatinao pa rin. Takes the shot. Lacking in power. Nakuha ni Andrew Nalog. Nasa kabila naman ang bola. Ang kanan ng Adamson. Great start for them. Flag is up, sadly for them. But because the ball was collected by De La Riarte in favor of Army, the referee allowed them to continue on. Bernarte couldn't secure, but same for Arañas, just sent it out. Army will resume play. Napakalayong throw-in dun ni Bernarte. So Adamson will draw up another chance here. So when we were mentioning the De La Riartes, of course, si John's family members in Jan and Jed in Philippine Air Force scored a combined 3 goals last Monday to take the win over Loyola FC. Makaka-perfect ba ang De La Riarte family ngayon? Tingnan po natin kung makakuha ni Army ang resulta rito. Villaseñor. Bineto rito. Pass was too strong. Good evening sa ating suke, si Nano Amita. Shoutout sa'yo, boss. So the ball is out. Kanino po kayo rito? Adamson o Army? Pakilagay na lang sa comments. So, in what has been just a very young game, Army getting a little better share of the ball and attacking opportunities. And they get the first corner of the game. And here comes the service. Ball was quite off. Villaseñor just colliding with this man. Okay ang pinapakita nila rito. Great stuff. It was Bedia and it looks like it was Besite with him in the middle. You want to build your confidence in this game. Celis was looking to make a run, but Army staying patient. The eventual long ball. Adamson's numbers are down, so this is favoring Army, especially if they can carry this on the entire match or for a long duration. Na kay John Kent De La Riarte. Villaseñor. Binalik. Ariola got a touch. So did Bernarte for a while. Players asking for a foul. No whistle from the referee. Play on ang sabi niya. Tricky from Bernarte. Celis on the run but Ariola was denied. Babato ulit. Coach Darton Diga asking for offside. Celis appeared to be good though. Managed to cut it back. Headed in. Close. That's good. Philippine Army with the opener. Looks like it's Ago Ariola. Just 8 minutes into the game. And he scores his 3rd goal of the season. Mukhang nakita niya yung ginawa ni Jose Montelibano kanina. Naka-hat-trick si Jose Montelibano. At nandito naman si Ago Ariola. Showing no signs of rust after his last stint in the pro ranks. Same can be said for John Celis. What an effort there. Poacher's goal. Adamson another hole to climb out of. Familiar territory for them, unfortunately, but their familiarity is what can get them out of this. And because of that, Army playing with even much more patience now and will try to wear their opponent out. And it was sent away by Aranyas. So play will be resumed by Bernarte. Siya po ang kanilang right back sa Philippine Army. Besite. Pero outside daw ang tawag ng ating linesman. Earlier this week, we did mention Philippine Air Force defeated Loyola FC 3-0. Jed De La Riarte with 2 goals as brother Jan came up with 1. Last weekend, on the other hand, Army fell to Davao 4-3. Giovanni Simpron and John Celis were the goal scorers. Si Simpron ay nakadalawang goal nun. Pero ang mga naka-goal para sa Davao Aguilas, as we have a cross coming in. De La Riarte was off his line, but it was headed by a teammate. A miscommunication. But going back in Army's loss, Serge Caole gave 2 goals, while Troy Limbo and Yannick Tuason gave 1 each. And those were your recent results heading into this day. Ball rolls out. Looks like this is a De La Riarte goal kick. Army, you like again, or they want to continue that pace. Okay ang pinapakita nila dahil doon naka-goal sila. Celis nasa gitna. May traffic daw. Binalik dito. Bernarte kay Villasenor. Toromal kay Bedia. Gatenao. Pati mga striker ng Army tumutulong dito sa midfield. And knowing the Army, of course, they bring that never give up attitude, win or lose. Just trying to break down that Adamson defense. Pero mukhang kulang doon ang pasa ni Gatenao kay Besite. Kasing Francisco. Pass back dito kay Andrew Nalog. Sa gitna. Probing run from Besite from the looks of it. So Adamson will have to start now at a much further place down the danger area. And play is on again. Back into the mix. De Sena couldn't keep it in for Philippine Army. Magandang gabi. Ciao kay David Abelia. Kumusta, idol? Thank you for tuning in. Shot taken just inches off the far post. Muntik na, pero wala. You love the shiftiness taken. Kay Algie, shout out daw kay Jo Marie. So Adamson got an opportunity. And it will return to Army. Let's see how they'll get it. It was picked up Arañas. Bernarte showing lovely footwork. Villaseñor. Huwag niyo kalimutan, wala ang tangke ng Philippine Army. Si Jalsor Soriano, ang kanilang center back, due to a red card. Yung isang yellow card doon, binlock niya yung bola, so naging handball. I believe the second yellow card was for complaining to the referee. Bernarte was walking too far on that throw-in. Pinabalik ni referee Sam Mendoza. De La Riarte, who also played for Philippine Air Force. That is correct. Last time Air Force competed in the Philippines Football League in 2019. Villaseñor. Roy Bedia, one of their civilian players. I wouldn't have been surprised if he also enlisted with the Army. Buena Obra said safety first. Pero nagmamadali ang Army dito. They took that throw in quickly. Ang kakampi ni Odi Menzi. Shout out daw kay Adano Amita. Good evening, Odi. Sorry, pero si Nano ang suki dito sa shoutouts natin sa live stream. Taken and skied. Clearly out and about for Besite. So Nalog will resume this. When we look at the Golden Boot race, we mentioned Jose Montelibanos leading the way with 4 goals. As this is sent to the keeper. Clearance. Under Montelibano. A logjam for second place. As Gatenao did not secure, but Adamson just gave it away. You'll have to be careful when we refer to Adamson. Celis sent in a cross. Adamson trying to build up from the back. Pero pinasa sa kalaban. Toromal tried to give it to Bedia but was dispossessed. Chance on the counter. Taken. Pass de la Riarte but off target. Promising from Argel Barra. What a run, taking advantage of the Army error. Accuracy just letting him down a bit. Celis. Bedia kay Palacio. And we can see the cheers for Adamson in the comment section. The likes of Maria Olivares, Cristal Bontigao, Ronelyn Cadisal. Sabi ni Ray Saluria, go Army, bring back the glory of the past. Chance in the middle, just sent it away. Dealt with by the back line. Adamson having to work double time on defense. Sadly for them, it is a hole to climb out of. Army really favoring the right wing and the center. Ariola, no offside, says the linesman, as Adamson were asking for it. Dito sa gitna, storming down the middle. There was Mahina who passed it here to the left. Arañas. Dumidiskarte. Got past Bernarte. Pero wala. So we were mentioning the players who are ranked or tied for second in the Golden Boot race. Ngayon may Ago Ariola ng Army, may Yannick Tuason, Serge Caole, Troy Limbo, and sorry, check that. That's Yannick Tuason, Serge Caole joining Ago Ariola. Joint second place. While a great number of players have found a pair of goals already this season. Adamson trying to build up. They throw it long here. Mahinay. Mahinay ang striker sa 4-2-3-1 ng Adamson. The 4-2-3-1 of Adamson, or with that type of formation, you are seeking to control the midfield with 5 in the middle. You check the Army formation, naka 4-4-2 sila. So, 4 lang mga players sa midfield. Doromal, naghahanap ng kakampi. Army are winless in 2 games, but they have shown what they are capable of. Losing 4-3, so that shows they can find their offense. It's just a matter of fine-tuning themselves on defense or at the back. Their opening day result was a 3-2 loss to Tuloy FC, where they were clearly in it. Just a late goal from James Demate of Tuloy, letting Army down. Looks like that's offside for them. While in contrast, Adamson are winless also in 2 games, but they have yet to score a goal from what my records tell me. 20 minutes into this match already. This is Claro Manzano on call, bringing you the commentary in the 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara. And you are catching this on the Facebook and YouTube pages. Kung na-like nyo na yung stream, paki-like ang Facebook page, paki-subscribe sa ating YouTube page. At maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. May Instagram, Twitter at TikTok din po tayo. Ang username ay at WeArePFL. A chance here, hustling on the right. Shot again, skied by Mahinay. Clearly furious at his personal attempt. That was not his first touch in this game already. But you appreciate the hard work from Argel Barra. Barra getting that opportunity for Mahinay. So for just those who just tuned in, it is Philippine Army in the lead already. Ago Ariola finding the back of the net in the 8th minute. Clever play from the likes of John Celis. Sent the ball into the goalkeeper box. While we did see the likes of Gatinao, if I recall, getting to Ariola. So first shot on target for Adamson from Mahinay. Lacking in power though. Routine save for John Delariarte. But Mahinay asking for, or nagsasorry sa kanyang kakampi. Go Ariola. Got to knock it forward. But it is with Empleo Jr. Empleo Jr. and Barra are their center mids. Or central midfielders. Sila ang dalawa sa 4-2-3-1. Keeper off his line though. They tried to lob it, but it was into his gloves. Ariola. RJ Buenaobra. Coquilla. The direct ball. Just an Army masterclass from what you are seeing. But for Darlton Digha, he just took over this Adamson squad that was led by Coach Joplon Brillantes at the start of the UAAP. They swapped coaches mid-season in favor of, or promoted Coach Jeff Orada. It looks like that came off. No good. That shot not finding the back of the net. But it was a great comeback, cutback. Tumama sa likod. Literal sa poste ng ating net. So pakituloy yung mga comments na lang dito. Ball to the Adamson left wing. Arañas. Kitang-kita may foul mula kay Bernarte. Now underway. Kasing. Binalik sa kanya. Kontra Celis. Buenaobra. Coquilla. Given away. Played through. Off a defender of Adamson. Ariola keeping it alive. They're still knocking on the door. Besite kay Ariola. Shot denied by Buenaobra. Ito naman ang Adamson. Kailangan nila dumiskarte. Pero Army pa rin. Ball through. Celis with a clever run. Just poked away though by player number 26 in Kasing, working double time. So the speedy John Celis will wait for some teammates. Kulang ang mga kanyang kakampi. Celis also with stints, or recently with Mindiola FC. Whips this in, the far post. Ago Ariola over the bar! You have to be wary of that with his height. That is where he excels. Scoring past top players in the pro ranks of the Philippines. So it was picked up by Army. Dito sa gitna. Through by Celis. Past the keeper. They double the lead. When we refer to Philippine Army FC, it is player number 24, Joshua Gatinao, joining the party, opening his goal-scoring account. Great stuff. Fantastic team play, loading the middle. But they made the Adamson defense pay and kept them guessing. Ago Ariola, strike partner up front in Joshua Gatinao. Now on the score sheet. So Adamson will have to resume this again. They've had to fish the ball out of their net twice in 28 minutes already. Not a great sign, but they do have their pep squad driving them on. And referring to Adamson, they did have a difficult UAAP campaign, finishing 7th place. over, or last place over the 7-team field, picking up 2 draws, no wins. And those 2 draws were goalless results. One was against FEU, the other against University of the East. Besite, pinasa dito, Ariola. Try to test the keeper. That shot clearly not framed. Sobra. Yung mga may hangover pa sa Women's World Cup, dito po kayo sa local football action sa Copa Paulino, Alcantara at sa PFF Women's League. Hello and good evening to our colleagues over at Carmona, Cavite. Earlier we saw Kaya FC Iloilo poised for a win as they try to get this forward in terms of Adamson, but it's no good. Kaya Iloilo in the Women's League did have a hefty sum of goals against the University of Santo Tomas. But it's on here with Army pushing forward. Gatinao. Binalik dito sa likod. Ariola. Pagkakulang yung first touch niya. Bernarte. Gatinao dispossessed the Adamson player and wins it again. It's about winning those duels. In terms of winning those duels and hustling, it has been Army. Celis tried to thread the needle, got it to Gatinao. Lovely combination, miscommunication though with Roy Kent Bedia. RJ Beda Obra. Napili, pinasa kay Coquilia. Long ball forward. Gatinao pa rin. Didn't control it. Outside down ang tawag ng referee. Half an hour in already here. Weather appears to be all systems go. As majority of our matches as of late have had rains given we are in the rainy season, of course. To slid over Empleo. Over to Panagodos. Empleo try to get it forward. Napili, he was playing in the middle, but Panagodos sent it here. On the further end, on the flank. Try to make a run. Flag stays down. Just getting the job done in Chay Villaseñor. But you see Adamson, they are tentative in their attack, so they want to get that confidence up. And of course, time with the ball is what will get them going. So for those just tuned in, Ago Ariola and his teammate up front Joshua Gatinao picked up a goal each, leaving us with this 2-0 scoreline in favor of Army. Adamson here trying to fight back. Besite, Pinasa. Army combinations just brewing with confidence at may banggaan dito sa gitna. a Soaring Falcon is down. And that is Bijan Banagodos. And he's backing up on his feet. Long ball. Repelled again by the Army defense. And now they'll go in the offensive. Ariola Celis combinations, pero sobra ang pasa dito ni Ago Ariola. And we review standings here for Group C, or preview. Should Army go on to seal the win, they will move to 3rd place. Or they will still be in 3rd place, but they will be closer to Davao Aguilas and Tuloy FC, who have 9 and 6 points respectively. If Adamson do get the win, they will take 3rd spot. Do take note though, Stallion Laguna FC and Mindiola FC 1991 have yet to play. But in Group A, Philippine Air Force and Club de Football Manila lead the way with 6 points. Air Force just edging them on goal difference. Loyola FC, though, improved to 4 points, leaving Carelli winless. That was a 6-1 win for Loyola FC. And what a way for them to welcome back Coach Roxy Darlas, who was away for personal reasons in the initial games. But there was Deputy or Assistant Coach Kit Salangit, who was leading the charge for them. Corner kick dito para sa Adamson. Army appearing to have the edge though in physique. Other than that, there is one player in Adamson who relatively stands out in RJ Buena Obra. So they want to head this in. Sobra daw ang banggaan sa goalkeeper box. And here comes play now. Headed by Buena Obra off the woodwork, finding the back of the net. First goal for Adamson, not just in this match, but also this Copa. And you can see how it has just energized them. Will this be the start? Just that spark to possibly brew up a fire. Promising ball, Buena Obra got it on target. Wala si De La Riarte sending that home. As Ivan Francisco, a center back alongside Buena Obra. Adamson finding their offense. It's game all. The next goal, as we say here, will be the most important one. Army get a goal. They restore the 2-goal lead. But if it is Adamson, we'll be back on level terms. So we ran through groups A and C. Looking at Group B, we've got the University of the Philippines and Manila Digger, just the 2 teams to play. UP did win 4-1. So that's 3 points for them. Joining them in the group are Maharlika FC, Cebu FC, and Pilipinas Dragons. Pilipinas Dragons and Manila Digger are set to face off tomorrow. But a ball played through. Gusto nila bumawi, syempre. Nalog picked this up. Now Now it will be Adamson. They'll try to dictate possession and play. To sent back. Buena obra. Adamson finding themselves in late in the game after a tough start. Now they have to get forward with combinations, but they will play it long eventually. Hinahanap si Bara. Referee said play on. The long ball. Celis, what an effort to keep it in. Ball is still good. Sent it to Bernarte, who was miles out. Intercepted by Francisco. Had to play it out. He was in coffin corner. The ball rattled a bit. Ariola. Gatinaw. Nasa gitna. Bedia. Dito naman. Who will secure? And it was sent over to the right by Panagodos, I believe. Yes, that is correct. And it stays with them. 6 more minutes until additional time here. We have ourselves a ball game. Dito sa gitna. Ball was denied, pushed to the side. Aranyas kay Casing. Casing with the cross. Delariarte punched it out off his line. But Mahinay couldn't control it. Just getting the job done. Adamson, no numbers at the back though. Aranyas tracking down, got past another man from Philippine Army. Mahinay displaying his shiftiness. The fake from Coquilla. Lobbed into the area. That was on target but offside. It will not count. It looks like it was Argel Bara. That is confirmed. So they'll resume play from where the flag was raised. When we look at the assist men heading into this game, it was John Celis and Giovanni Simpron, but this tally has clearly changed already. Adamson again heading into this game, have yet to score a goal, but they have one now. Panagodos gave it to Bedia. Bedia just returning and doing Adamson the favor. And there was a promising run on the further end from Coquilla, but Army had that red. Besite. Bernarte kay Bedia. Celis playing Bernarte through. There's also Ago Ariola getting it. Nalog couldn't control. Nalog was trying to get Buena Obra out. Medyo delikado yun. A man from Philippine Army appears to be down. They're still carrying on with play. So we mentioned the assistment for Army heading into this game, but the leaders so far this season are Stefan Schrack of Club de Football Manila, and there's Troy Limbo of Davao, Aguilas Yumac, Cyril South of Tuloy FC. What a campaign he has had just manning his left wing, as this was the downed man of Army we mentioned. I'll try to take a closer look, but it may be Bernarte. He appears to be winded from how he was hit hard. So the referee pointing to the torso or abdomen. Konting magic spray, baka okay lang to, okay na rin si Bernarte. So slow to get up here. And again, follow the Philippines Football League on Facebook for your match schedule updates. Matches resume, or after this match, we will wrap up our Saturday doubleheader to go on with the Sunday doubleheader. Of course, football to keep you company on the weekend. Bernarte back on his feet. He will have to return from the sideline because he was attended to. So a de facto cooling break is about to end. We may be in rainy season, but continue to stay hydrated. Of course, being in a tropical country. So again, reviewing the tournament format. The top 8 teams will play in the quarters and semis. That will be double-legged. Or 2 legs. That will have 2 legs. I beg your pardon. 2 legs in the quarters and semis. A winner-take-all match for the final. And who will take home this year's Copa Paulino Alcantara. So 3 minutes of additional time. So the top 2 of each group will advance along with the 2 best third placers. Now to the Army back line. Villaseñor. Army want to finish strong. Lob forward with space clearly. Casing. Floats it. Mahina misses it though. Army just getting out, but that was very dangerous for them. Delariarte, the volley kick. Sa Army pa rin ang bola. So again, 2 goals already for Army. 1 each behind Gatenao and Ariola. But Ivan Francisco gave Adamson their first goal of the season. So a minute left before we are expecting to get the halftime whistle from referee Samuel Mendoza. Working his way through. The Adamson defenders collect it. See Ben Obra making sure they are on the same page and communicating. At mukhang may foul, posible handball ito. May free kick ang Philippine Army. And this is great for them, getting them in a spot to enter halftime on a high, and that is the call. But at the end, Adamson contesting that. but they have to deal with this. That came off of Empleo Jr. Slowly but surely making progress. This is a corner kick for them. So this could be the last play of the first half. And let's see. Will Army prevail and make their lead 3, or will Adamson keep this game within striking distance before we head to the locker room? An in-swinger is given. Overcooked though. And that's the halftime whistle at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. It is Philippine Army FC 2 behind Gatinao and Ago Ariola. Adamson, the Soaring Falcons, 1 behind Ivan Francisco. And we'll be back after the halftime break, but we've got highlights to keep you company. Good afternoon to all once more. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And thank you very much for joining our live stream right here between Philippine Army FC and Adamson University in Copa Paulino, Alcantara action. At maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. And you are catching this on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Philippine Army went off to a two-goal blitzing start, getting or finding the back of the net behind Joshua Gatenao and Ago Ariola. But Adamson, of course, staying true to the fight, swooped in and found the back of the net behind Ivan Francisco in or courtesy of a set piece. It was a corner kick that had Buena Obra direct the ball towards the goal, just going off though at the last minute. But in came Ivan Francisco to find the back of the net and give us a game. And we have our change, as it is player number 37, Resti Monterona, coming on for Philippine Army. Looks like no changes for Adamson University. Let's see how Coach Darlton Diga will do so as we carry on in this match. So, we look at the Golden Boot race again. Jose Monteliban of Loyola FC with 4 goals. Yannick Tuason and Serge Kaole and even Ago Ariola now have 3 each. They are in joint second place as Troy Limbo, Levi Sahor, Giovanni Simpron, Jed De La Yarte, Rupert Banya, and Isaac Ano have 2 each. John Celis with 1 this campaign. It was a consolation goal against Davao Aguilas Yumac, while we have 20 other people who have joined that list, or about 22 already, factoring this game and the last one. Last game was a 6-1 victory for Loyola over Garelli. So, if this result will stick for Army, but this is something that will be something that will need to be determined, of course, with the way Adamson have been playing. Or if this result sticks, Army will have a clear hold of 3rd place. These two teams have yet to register a point this Copa campaign. Panagodos out wide. Coquilla couldn't get it. Benaobra, binalik kay Coquilla. Safety first, sabi ni Chay Villaseñor. So they got to delay the Adamson attack rather than just let Adamson move forward. Under dispute, Panagodos. They're just trying to man the midfield. Adamson not afraid of the physical and imposing Philippine Army FC. But that was a foul against them. Maybe trying too hard. Panagodos from Buena Obra. Coquilla. 2 men running forward for Adamson. They play this one long. Pero nakuha ni John Ken De La Yarte. Palacio. Binikay kay Villaseñor. Ngayon na kay Bernarte kanina. Pasensya na po. Celis. Ariola dropping down. A chance, cross to the middle. Binalik ni Buena Obra sa gitna. That cross was from Decena. So, Philippine Army not afraid to switch up the wings. Palacio, binato rito. Flag stays down. Ito saved by Andrew Nalog. But sabi ng referee, outside. Pagkatapos ng save. So corner kick for Philippine Army. Not too many corners in this game. Army did have a series, or at least one, in the first half. Adamson, with rare occurrences, getting forward. They got a shot on target in open play, but it was a routine save that didn't trouble the keeper. But they scored off a corner. Mukhang handball ang tawag dito sa Philippine Army. So this looks like the first substitution for Coach Darlton Diga. In comes Jose Villanueva as John Coquilla is off now and calls it a day. Played out wide here. Villanueva, first touches of the game. They cross. Looking promising. Off is soaring Falcon. Got a touch to it outside. Off target ang kanyang tira. And let's get the comments going, of course. Whose side are you on? Kanino po? Adamson o Philippine Army? Adamson in sky blue. Yan po ang kulay ng kanilang uniforme. Philippine Army FC in their green and black uniforms. Visite gave this forward. Clearly out and about. They were trying to play Roy Kent Bedia from the looks of it. So this relatively back and forth game, or teams taking turns rolling the dice. Adamson are in that process of learning and gaining, building confidence. Now on their left, Kasing. Army just delaying the attack. Throw in. If you could do anything to rattle the offense of your counterparts, even a simple delay would be enough. Pumiping-pong ang bola. Celis, still Celis, off a defender. But it looks like it's a goal kick. It may have come off a soaring Falcon. And from the replay, that did not appear to touch anyone. Looked like the ball changed trajectory at first. So Adamson would resume play but are not able to secure. It can lead to an attack up front that may be premature, or Army would just squeeze them out of their comfort zone. Army in turn getting possession back. Buena obra. Nalog. A miscommunication, I think, between Mahinay and Bijan Banagodos. But they get it back here. Out wide on the right wing. Villanueva. Try to pass to an on-rushing man. A collision. Looks like the ball was in limbo for some time. May banggahan din dun kay Palacio at Villanueva. But because of that, Adamson get a set piece. They scored off one again earlier, so wag niyo kalimutan. Delikado sila rito. Empleo Jr. will send it in. Celis just trying to get into his mind. Konting diskarte doon at pagkagulang. So Adam say all systems go. But Army not out of the clear. Nasa Adamson pa rin ang bola. Napili on the left was unsuccessful. So again, reviewing the assist men heading into this game. There was John Celis and Giovanni Simpron who assisted or came up with an assist each. No Simpron for them today. He is listed as unavailable. But for Adamson, on the other hand, they entered this game with no goals scored, but they clearly changed that already. And it's a big confidence booster for them, finding the back of the net. It was Ivan Francisco again. Coach Dalton Diga appearing to take over right after their UAP campaign, or looks like he was signed up to be their head coach for the upcoming UAP campaign. Celis. Lovely footwork. Dumidiskarte pa rin si Celis. Bilang pro player, syempre. Veterano siya. Ariola. We often see that combination of theirs. Former Green Archers United players. Gifted back to Celis. But sorry, check that. We'll need to double check that man. Celis was on the left wing. It was Gatin now, going for goal number 2 in this game. Clearly a man you cannot give space to. So Adamson again, slowly but surely. They want to trust the process here. The Copa Paulino Alcantara again is not their main tournament, but this is truly an elite stage, putting them against different clubs from all over the Philippines. But given they are a collegiate team, they are focusing on the UAAP. But why not have, of course, all the different teams all together in the open tournament, the Copa Paulino Alcantara. As Commissioner Coco Torres said that this is an open tournament and all teams have the right to join. They can send in their applications when there is the Copa Paulino Alcantara, of course. The tournament going or is underway, so it's clearly, so applications clearly closed, and this is something you do not want to see with Mahina suffering from cramps. But again, this is relatively their preseason. Throw and take and great distance. What a weapon. But this goes over the bar for them. Pasensya na po, nagulat talaga ako dun sa throw-in ni Casey Napili. It's what paved way to this. The ball rattled between teammates. Bijan Banagodos sending it over. So Soric Falcon down again due to cramps. And is it Mahinay? We are not so sure. De Lariarte gets this match resumed as we anticipated. Aga Ariola hit the deck. He is a hard man to floor, but along with that, he was losing his balance. Great stuff from Roy Bedia. The footwork. Keeper off his line. And that had fans, of course, of Philippine Army tense. So, Philippine Army still in the 4-4-2 formation. A balanced approach, balance. Yan sa opensa at depensa. Besite got it wide. Celis again. He started on the right wing though. This was secured though. Ariola losing it. And they send it home though. Finding it is Ricardo Besite, the team captain, joining the score sheet. Again, we said the next goal is the most important one. And if it's for Army, that's because it pads their lead here. They received it. Ariola, the missed kick, but storming down was Besite, the captain, showing no signs of rust to get Adamson potentially back to the drawing board in this game. So we mentioned Army in the 4-4-2. Adamson naka 4-2-3-1 pa rin. Napili. And you have to applaud the Adamson Pep squad, cheering them on from start to finish in all games in the Copa Paulino Alcantara, which is nice to see, bringing in some school spirit. And we invite, of course, supporters of teams and Philippine football to join the action here for your Copa Paulino Alcantara. And in this case, supporters of Philippine Army and the community of Adamson University to catch or head over to the Rizal Memorial Stadium. And it looks like we'll be having a great number of changes coming up, or at least two, for Coach Darlton Digga and the Soaring Falcons. And Darlton Digga was a player last season and was teammates with the players in this squad. So he sure can be a coach's player. And Digga was a bright spot for them. He was manning the midfield for Adamson and was just box to box. And now he has that invaluable role as a coach. But Adamson now have to stop this Army attack. Try to play Ariola, but he looks like he was offside. Tinigil ang pagtakbo niya. Ball sent back by Army. And it's a double substitution for Adamson University. First and foremost, there is a goalkeeping change. In comes Gabriel Cadisal, wearing jersey number 2.
Substitution for Adamson University.
Coming in also is player number 14, Marcos Cueno. So, a little under half an hour to play right here. If you are Adamson Soaring Falcon, Gabriel Cadisal, you want to keep the clean sheet here. So it's off again. Buena obra ang kanilang team captain. Cueno, first touch of the game, gave it away though. Celis successful with his press. The cross. Initially to no man's land, but that sure became territory. That was, or that may have been Decena. And Army just often changing or swapping their wings. Si Celis ang nasa kaliwa ngayon. Si Decena ang nasa kanan. But down is a soaring Falcon. He'll be holding on to his face. Besite giving his apologies. Humihingi ng pasensya. Ito si Dexter Casing, that is correct, who was floored. Army, of course, known for being quite tough, or a very tough team. After all, we do have enlisted personnel in the squad. And of course, there's also the Philippine Air Force competing when we refer to branches in the military. Ball looping. Nakay Buena Obra. Adamson assessing. Casing. You do see Army Celis just waiting to pounce. But Adamson now will work their way on the further end, trying to play it through over to Bara. And a good evening again to all our viewers joining us and spending your Saturday night here on the broadcast of our 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara action. We are coming to you from the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and this is Clara Manzano on call for this match. Philippine Army 3, Adamson University 1. Lamang po ang Army. Army getting goals again behind Besite, Ago Ariola, and Gatinao. Joshua Gatinao to be exact. But Ariola was unsuccessful, or sadly couldn't meet the ball, but it is still in the attacking end. Army just sniffing and waiting. And they want that fourth goal. Mahalaga ang goal difference dito. Should teams be tied on points, goal difference will be the tiebreaker. Adamson University and their sky blue kits, and their goal was behind Ivan Francisco, their first goal of this Copa Paulino Alcantara of Villanueva. Villanueva pa rin, but it is shy of the near post. With the way he advanced, that could have potentially on the back of the net with De La Riarte, or Villanueva getting close to De La Riarte, but the Army backline doing just enough. So should Army hold on to this scoreline or a win, they will have clear hold of third place. Above them are Tuloy FC and Davao Aguilas UMAC. Davao Aguilas UMAC with 9 points. Tuloy with 6. But their groupmates in Stallion Laguna and Mendiola FC, PFL teams, have yet to play, but those days are close or fast approaching. PFL teams given extra rest again. Managodo's ball went straight to an Army player, but that worked in their favor. Cueno. There was some uncertainty there. Mahina, I believe, couldn't reach it, so De La Riarte again. I mentioned earlier the De La Riartes maybe, or with the De La Riarte family, are trying to go for a perfect week. And if that is a win for Army here, that will be the case, because family members Jed and Jan found the back of the net, combining for 3 goals against Loyola FC last Monday. We did have Copa Paulino Alcantara action on a Monday to start your work week and keep you company. Jed Del Ariarte with 2 goals for Air Force as Jan followed up with one of his own. And that was against Loyola FC. Shot taken. No grip from Del Ariarte. But earlier today, our curtain raiser in this Saturday double header. Nanalo ang Loyola FC 6-1 kontra Gareli United FC. Jose Montelibano bagged what I believe to be the first hat-trick of this season as Rupert Banya added 1 goal and Isaac Ano, a man from Ivory Coast, with a pair of goals. Isaac Ano did cause all sorts of mayhem in the midfield against Gareli United, and that was a welcome back win for Loyola. And Coach Roxy Dorlas, his first match back, he was out for personal reasons and entrusted duties to assistant coach Kit Salangit. So, who will seal match number 2 or the second match of our doubleheader? They want to end with a bang. It is not lost for Adamson. Another goal will get them back into the fight. Mahinay trying to play creator now. So this was clearly with Del Ariarte. On target. Not enough power again. Kulang pa rin. This one long, trying to trouble and test the Adamson defense. They could use all the experience again heading into the UAAP. Bedia just gave it back here to Palacio. But it is gifted here. Adamson spreading their wings on the counter. They want to fight back. You can see that was a scissors kick from Villaseñor. Huwag niyo kalimutan, wala si Jalsor Soriano sa Philippine Army. Soriano serving a 1-match suspension as Bedia was hit in the shin. And that is the reason why, o kung bakit, kailangan mag-shin guards. Just to give you protection and appear to be the upper part. Shin guards often in the middle and lower part of the leg. But of course, shin guards clearly a requirement for safety. So it looks like Bedia will get some treatment. But because the physiotherapist had to go over to Bedia, he will have to enter or re-enter the game on the sideline. While they were at it, Ricardo Bisiti asking for a quick spray. Looks like he got away with it. This one was on target though. Looping but not enough to trouble Cadizal. Casing was trying to combine with Paragodos. Mahinay looks like he's really been giving the playmaker role. Mahinay starting as the striker in the 4-2-3-1. The 4-2-3-1 favoring midfield play. Palacio kay Celis. Bueno using his physique over the smaller John Celis, who is more of the speedster. So a foul in the middle, going in the way of the soaring Falcons. So a chance to get their numbers forward as a unit. 3-1 again for those who just tuned in. Obra whips it in. Army got their head to it. Del Ariarte couldn't keep it in. Corner kick for Adamson. This is how they scored their goal. So you have to anticipate this because they sure can match up with Philippine Army FC. And in front of them, just driving them on, is their pep squad. Again, Adamson were playing from right to left earlier. But here's a prime opportunity. And it's with the Obra. Took it. But it went to the back line. He was a threat earlier again. Striking or getting the ball close to being on target. I believe it came off the crossbar or a player before Obra's teammate and backline partner in Ivan Francisco sent the ball back. But that spell was no good. And if they need to bring, or if they need that magic moment, it will have to be now, or it will have to come sooner before it will be too little too late. And here comes Celis. Got his pocket picked. We do not say that often, but he got it back though. Celis pa rin. Wala siyang kakampi nung una, pero ngayon meron na. He can look for a man to head the ball home. Bedia, clever play. Got it now. Couldn't find Ago Ariola. Sending his apologies. But of course, the effort there. Adamson unleashing on the counter. Villanueva couldn't keep it in though, sadly. You have to use also the chances gifted to you, or the chances that you create. That is the name of the game. You can't get a shot on target if you can't get a chance. Ariola against Obra. What a test here. Obra still in the collegiate ranks. Throw in taken down the line, covering as much distance. And it looks like Atenao got a corner kick for Philippine Army FC. So we had a set piece earlier on the right for Adamson. Dito naman tayo sa kabila para sa Philippine Army. Celis. Ariola got it. Sabi ni Ariola, last touch daw ang Adamson, pero goal kick daw para sa Soaring Falcons. Ang desisyon ni referee Samuel Mendoza. Ang kanyang mga linesmen ay si Chris Mark Nanyola at si Brian Buergo. Ang fourth official ay si KB Nanyola. Ang referee assessor ay si Dennis Estaniel at si Joseph Hensaya ay ang match commissioner dito. And thank you for joining us again. And of course, you have to acknowledge the staff of the Philippine Army bench. Technical Sergeant Boogie Margarce, yes, the man who was part of the miracle in Hanoi, is their coach. but he is a playing coach, just to be exact. Coach Boogie Garcia has proven his quality playing alongside the likes of former Ascal's captain Rob Gear in terms of experience as Kisal got it. And it's gifted back. This is just off target though. Adamson just escaping danger once more. Clearly something you do not want to be doing. And there was anticipation in the air for that upcoming goal. And joining coach Boogie Garcia, his assistant is Ronel Hener, the brother of Roel Hener. Hener, another man himself, was in that fateful tournament, the 2010 AFF Cup, where the Ascals stunned Vietnam and made it to the semifinals for the first time in history, just triggering that boom for Philippine football. And when I got to ask Coach Ronel Hener for his position in the Army, he said that is Staff Sergeant. Si Coach Boogie Garcia naman ay Technical Sergeant. Congrats ulit, Coach Boogie, sa inyong promotion. I believe that was a promotion from Staff Sergeant. And of course, a thank you to the Army and the different branches of the military for their service to the country. Ariola, kitang-kita dun. Outside po si Ago Ariola. Looks like he was trying to hold on to Cueno on the throw-in. His argument there was Adamson already touched the ball, and that is why he handled it. Throw and taken well and down the line to advance towards the opposing goalkeeper box. And that throw-in was courtesy of Adamson's number 14 in Cueno. And the spell will stay alive for them. Ago Ariola may receive a warning or even a card given. This is late in the game. He delayed the free kick here that Buena Obra is set to take. Mind games again. So another chance to pounce. Will it be a set piece again to provide a goal for the Soaring Falcons? We will find out. Army, another chance to defend and deny. And that's what they do here. They send it back to the midfield. And while this is going on, we have two changes set for Adamson. Not too many changes from Army, but they were the first to move the pieces on the chessboard. When Obra going for Villanueva, does well to keep it in. The unsuccessful slide from Army, they take it sailing just shy for Mahinay. It had enough air to test John Ken de la Riarte. Great effort to secure the ball, cutting it back. And they had a man from Army with an unsuccessful slide, paving way to that. It was Palacio, Nicanor Palacio Jr. with that close shave with the ball. Had he gotten it, of course, he would have denied that chance. And in for Adamson comes Jan Moreno. The other man is donning jersey number 24 is Jason Salubre. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. At mukhang narinig po tayo nila Coach Ronel Hener at Coach Boogie Margarce, may tatlong substitution para sa Army. So given this is an open tournament, more substitutions for the teams. More playing time and a chance to level up their respective games as the development of Philippine football continues. Ricardo Besites skying this. Again, 17 teams this Copa. They exceeded the target by 1 as Commissioner Coco Torre confirmed, and they were thrilled about that. What more with the numerous inquiries from teams. Given that this is an open tournament, all teams have the right to sign up and apply and participate at the Copa Paulino Alcantara. As there's a collision, but the referee said it's not enough to warrant a foul. The down soaring Falcon still got up initially and is slow. And it's Bijan Managodos. At may konting warning mula kay referee Samuel Mendoza. And again, if you still have that Women's World Cup hangover, supporting Philippine football is the place to be. There's the Copa Paulino Alcantara here in the Rizal Memorial Stadium. May PFF Women's League naman sa Carmona, Cavite. And good afternoon or good evening, sorry, to our colleagues over there. So earlier there was the unsuccessful Ago Ariola backheel shot taken on target again. Lariarte with the loose touch once more. But here was that shot from Jason Salubre. Instant impact, giving them another shot on target. And we'll have to wait until the triple substitution of Army will step onto the pitch. But here's John Celis again. A man who never runs out of energy and sure has heart. But what a spell that was. Quite frantic, if you ask me. And here comes the awaited change. There is Sankilos, Karuskay, and Sumaylo coming in. Stepping off, one of them will be Roy Kent Bedia. The other will be Ago Ariola.
Number 99, Anthony Desena, replaced by number 30, Francis Sumaylo. Number 27,
The other man coming off is Anthony Desena, and a great shift from the troops, we could say, of Technical Sergeant Boogie Margarce and his assistant, another known man in Philippine football, in Staff Sergeant Ronel Hener. 4 minutes until additional time. Adamson will try to get one more at the least, because that can alter the script of the game. Buena obra. Countless clearances in this game already. Another busy day for him. And for Adamson, it will be that short but difficult trip home if they are unable to at least secure a point here. And that will be a short trip to Taft Avenue, or over to San Marcelino to be exact. But here's a chance. Villanueva, one of the subs who came in, he held the play for a moment, opted to go in the middle. Kay traffic dun mismo, but headed this over. Just stopped though at the death before there was Sony the keeper to beat. It was taken by another sub in Jason Salubre. So another Army man down. Just giving us a picture of how physical this game has been. It looks like it is Chai Villa Senior. You cannot lose him, of course. He's been the anchor or backbone of the defense, especially since there's no Jalsor Soriano, who is serving a one-match suspension after getting a red card. So it is off here and continued. Adamson opted to reset. Attack after attack or ball forward denied. Villanueva. Promising find over to Salubre, but offside. The fine-tuning or some fine-tuning again for them to do. So it looks like we've got players jawing at each other. The crowd getting engaged too. So Army got this back underway. Sense of urgency for Adamson. What it is, or they just, it was a slow start that let them down. Early goals from Gatinao and Ariola, enough to put Army in commanding position of this game. Adamson again went 2-1, but Army, given their plethora of pro players, sure did find that extra goal. So 3 minutes as confirmed by fourth official KB Nanyola. Another triple substitution for Philippine Army FC. Mukhang papasok na rin si playing coach and technical sergeant Boogie Margarce. Villaseñor over to the further end. Binato sana kay Sumailo. So play resumed already before the subs could come on. But the stop-start nature of this game leads to another window for them. And there you go. Our referee and Samuel Mendoza halting play to let in the Army substitutions or substitutes who will get about 2 minutes of playing time. Possibly game management to take time off the clock. In comes Lunaspe, Boogie Margarce, and Roynick Bernardo. So that may have been all the players used already here. And only 3 unused players for Army in this game. John Celis steps off. Captain Ricardo Besite coming off too. He played, you can say they played the 90 minutes, but minutes shy. And Boogie Margarce getting the armband. And last to step off is another goal scorer in Gatinao. So let's see, with time burned from the substitutions, if our referee will be putting some time on the clock, but that is at his discretion. And a push there at high speed on Bernardo was enough to deck him. And there it was, clearly seen from behind. Army supporters just poking fun at that incident. So it's on into the gloves of De Lariarte. But at the rate this is going, this result seems done and dusted. Unless Adamson can pull off a miracle. As of now, a goal will still keep things at, or with Philippine Army sealing a win. And they'll just need to see this off slowly but surely. The referee looking at his watch now. And this is the expected time on top of the 3 minutes due to Army making a late sub, adding 3 players. And it's cleared again. But they pass it back at Isal. Army sniffing for goal number 4. Keeper off his line. Coach Boogie Margarce came with a probing run earlier to apply some pressure. They play this one through, courtesy of Karuskay. Shock troopers in for Philippine Army to defend the lead. The chance on the counter, Salubre, but it was collected. And there you have it, the full-time whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Philippine Army FC with their first win of in their Copa Paulino Alcantara campaign to grab hold and secure third spot for them in Group C. And again, this was sure a physical match. Army mainly knocking on the door, finding offense. Adamson had to pounce on the counter, but that lack of flair in the attack seemed to let them down. Ago Ariola gave the opener, but there were close chances like this, especially on the counter. One of the closest by far in this game. They were knocking and knocking in terms of Adamson, but looks like some killer instinct or a boost in that could help them in taking advantage of what they have. But the learning experience will continue for them. And there was goal number 2 behind Joshua Gatinao. Just like his strike partner up front, Ago Ariola, picking up a goal. It was 1 apiece for them. But there were opportunities like this one when Obra got it relatively on target. The loose handles from De Lariarte, it seems, just paved way. The follow-up by Ivan Francisco gave us a ball game. That made the game 2-1. But Philippine Army banked on their team play and their reinforcements when we refer to their civilian players with professional experience. Found goal number 3 with team captain Ricardo Besite making it 3-1. Adamson at the least tried to get back, since an extra goal or a goal would have put him within shouting distance. But it was unfortunate for them. Army had chances gifted to them too. There were promising chances like these, of course. Just shy, but Mahinay did get chances to frame on target, but Army managed to hold the fort. And a physical match, of course, intensity high in this one, but there you go again. It is Philippine Army FC 3 behind Gatinao, Ariola, and Besite. Adamson University 1 with Ivan Francisco giving them the first goal, their first goal this campaign. And it proved to be a consolation goal, but one that could boost their confidence moving forward. Wrapping up this Saturday doubleheader right here, but we will catch you tomorrow. Follow our social media pages for your fixtures. In behalf of the hardworking crew right here, our directors, cameramen, producers, staff, and behalf of Direct David Chot Diaz de Sos Clara Manzano on call for this match. See you, and we'll catch you soon.